Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm super excited to share my review of A Power Unbound by Freya Marske. This is the last book of the Last Bidding trilogy, and I was so excited to not only know the ending of the story, but to finally see Jack and Alan fall in love. I really loved them in the second book, A Restless Truth, and I wanted to know if they would be able to save magic. Jack Alston, Lord Hawthorne, would love a nice, safe and comfortable life. After the death of his twin sister, he thought he was done with magic for good. But with the threat of a dangerous ritual hanging over every magician in Britain, he's drawn reluctantly back into that world. Now Jack is living in a bizarre puzzle box of a magical London townhouse, helping an unlikely group of friends track down the final piece of the lost contract before their enemies can do the same, and to make matters worse, they need the help of writer and thief Alan Ross. Cagey and argumentative, Alan is only in this for the money. The aristocratic Lord Hawthorne, with all his unheard power, is everything that Alan hates, and unfortunately, Alan hopes to be everything that Jack wants in one gorgeous, infuriating package. When a plot to seize unimaginable power comes to an end at Sheetham Hall, Jack's ancestral family estate, a land so old and bound in oaths that it's grown a personality as prickly as its owner, Jack, Alan, and their allies will become entangled in a night of champagne, secrets, and bloody sacrifice. And the foundations of magic in Britain will be torn up by the roots before the end. Before going more in depth with this book, I have to give major kudos to the author, Freya Marske. I love the series so much, and I really liked how each book of the trilogy was connected to each of the main couples. And in this last book, the work was even harder because she had to include all the main characters, but make this feel like it was Jack and Ellen's story. And she did that from the very first moment. I know I previously said that I really liked Jack and this whole mysterious persona in the second book, and I was excited to get to know him. He always seemed like a grumpy man with his own issues, but we also saw that he was very protective of Maud and even Violet. So I wanted to know what happened in the past and how he lost his magic, and I was fascinated with him. We get to know him on a deeper level, and we got to see his reasoning for trying to stay away from the magic society. And I absolutely loved how we got to see a softer side of him and the love and friendship he actually had for everybody around him. And Alan was fantastic. I loved how sassy he was, not only to Jack but the others too. On the first book, we get little glimpses of his on the second book, we get little glimpses of his personality, and in this one, we finally get to know him and his own life. I loved his family so much, and it was so interesting to see how he was always trying to help and protect his family. A lot of the time, working a lot and even stealing some stuff. I gained a lot of respect for him after learning his life story, and I feel like all the characters felt like that, especially Jack. And these two together were insane. The chemistry was instant in A Restless Truth, and they were always trying to rile each other up. But in this book, their relationship went to another level. I was so obsessed with their sassy and funny comments, but I got so emotional with their deep talks. I loved how they found comfort with the other and how they just connected so well. They needed each other to heal from their past and move on. Maybe I mentioned this before, I don't remember very well, but I love the found family aspect of the story. We see these people create bonds and relationships between them all, and it's so lovely and pure to see them all together in this final book. They all make sense as a family, and each of them have different strengths that in the end really help solve the mystery of the premises and helps them save the magical world. Now, in terms of the concept of the magic, I really loved how this series was able to make us learn more and more until in this book all clicked into place. The concept wasn't easy to follow along, but we got all the necessary explanations, and it was fantastic to see the combination of the story. Honestly, I really liked the ending, and I'm trying not to spoil too much, but it really made a lot of sense to me what happened after reading the three books. I think you won't be disappointed if you try this series out. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!